when you were talking to Tom, he's a lot more A-list than me. he's got his Liam Gallagher tales, but no, I've never met Liam. I've met Noel Gallagher.
Okay.
So yeah, like me and Tom went to Glastonbury in I don't know what year it was, but we went to Glastonbury and we were like, Oasis were playing, and we were backstage, and like, mate, but I don't know if you've been backstage at Glastonbury, but it's exactly what you think it's going to be like. Honestly, it's mint. We were playing football with like, there's members of 80s Matchbox, Razorlight, Block Party, right, just playing football, right?
Yeah.
And we booted the ball over, and it went over, and then it's just like, oh, who's going to kick the ball back? And this, like, the door opened to the backstage area, and we're like, oh, well, whoever's going to come in is going to kick the ball back. So everyone's like looking and waiting, and it was Dot Cotton from EastEnders. Right, she was there with some lad who she'd sent to like Thailand or something to get off heroin.
Yeah, she used to do that, yeah.
Yeah. So she's there, and she was wearing like leather trousers. She looked like she was in Jesus and Mary shit, and just like booted the ball back to us, and like the whole backstage area just like erupts. Like, I'm just like,
that sounds amazing.
This is real life. But anyway, yeah. So it's like, that's like the context, and then later on we're just like hanging out, having some drinks or whatever.
Yeah.
And Noel Gallagher's just there, just there, you know, just like, you know, the bloke you've idolised since you were like 12, 13. So I was like, I've got to talk to him. Me and Tom go up and talk to him, and we're just like, you know, having a good laugh. And it is going like so well.
Really?
It's like ridiculous. It's like, oh my God, it's like, he thinks like we're on a par or something somehow. Like, I don't know. Like, I was like, is he just polite, or does he think we're sound? Like, this is amazing. Like, I can't believe I'm best friends with Noel Gallagher. And then as we're talking, me and Tom had this thing at the time where we wanted to get photographs of like the most ridiculous celebrities getting us in a headlock. Right. Which makes no sense, but that's just where our head was at.
Yeah.
And like, we tried it with Debbie Harry. We tried it, like, it was ridiculous. So like, I look at Tom, and he could like, we had this like little telepathic moment where I was like, Tom, shall I ask Noel Gallagher to get us in a headlock? And like, Tom just looked, and he raised his eyebrows, like nodded his head. It was like, yeah, do it. So like a dickhead, I said, oh no, can you do us a favour, mate? He's like, yeah, what's what you after? And can you just get us in a headlock for a photograph? And he just stopped, right? And it was like the air had been sucked out of the room. And he looked Tom in the eye, looked me in the eye, like solemn as anything, just looked us in the eye. So we both, like, you know, he knew we were both paying attention. And he just went, fuck off, and walked off. What? And I was like, fair enough, mate.
Jesus
fair enough.
Christ.
But yeah. But I guess that's the moral of the story is, when things are going well for me and Tom, we like to fuck it up. And that's the end of Black Maya.
That's a great finishing point.